there happens to be the Halloween party event that I was telling you guys about. So I've got 6,000 or so, and we're just going to go ahead and go at it. And again, the idea behind this event is relatively straightforward. It's basically, you know, consistently, but always, like you got to acquire, by stamina, by all these other metrics. And if you're wondering, how do you know, just go to Sugar Storm. That's where you'll get almost 90% of it. Using speed ups, gems, gathering resources, and defeating beasts. So it's a constant. Now, obviously, like here, I'm gonna go ahead and just burn some healing speeds here. And that's gonna give me some. So we might as well just go ahead and do it. But again, the idea here is that you're ultimately gonna want to try and get as much of this as you can until you can get to auto attack. And then you'll get the Nightmare Pumpkin from time to time, like this. And this guy gives gems, rewards, like some of the best rewards that you'll ever get, to be honest with you. Nice thing is that once you actually acquire auto attack, then you can just run this automatic, and it makes it so much easier. And again, it's relatively like you'll have to dive quite a bit to get into this, but this is part of the fun of the Halloween party event. And this is really kind of where a lot of the loot gets pretty crazy, I would say. This is one of those events that, frankly, like where a lot of people will say for SVS, and other people will say for this or that. This is one of the few events where I'm like, okay, guys, stop what you're doing and say for this, because this pays out so much better than almost any event, really. Now, like here, I've unlocked auto attack, so now I can just tap it and let it go, and now it'll do it for me, which is a lot easier. And from the standpoint of speed ups and resources, gems, and what have you, you can see it's a lot of 5 minutes, but it's time, literal time. Every hit is saving time. It's great on converting, everything from stamina that you may have had stashed away, like I do. It's a wondrous example of what you can do when you save around. This is like one of the better free to play events in the game, I would say. Now, that said, it is kind of one of those things where, unfortunately, you do have to kind of save in preparation for it. But once you've actually got enough, and I would say, if you're wondering, well, how much do I need to have saved? I mean, I would expect that you'd probably want to have a little over 2,000 stamina saved. Speed up wise, probably at least a week's worth, of speed ups. And then as far as the actual, like, not even the stamina element of it, right? Or the resources that you gather, you can probably gather like wood or meat just because it's going off of the amount they gained. Now, that is not to say you can't go out and get coal or iron. It just depends on what I guess is available to you. Now, like right now, it just happens to be Brother in Arms, so obviously I'm not going to go gather because people like to flack freaking resource nodes during this, so it would be kind of frowned upon. But, on the same token, you got lots of opportunities here to get all the extra needed resources that you may need. But that said, guys, the one thing that is kind of nice about the Halloween party, right? Outside of going around and doing this, you also do get an opportunity to get this cool emote if you want to grab it. It's called Glug. And I think it's pretty neat. Now, there is a skin as well, so you do have the option to get this Phantom Waltz skin. And that's pretty cool, it's like it's a cat. It's kind of a weird looking cat, not gonna lie though. The eyeballs on that cat are enormous. But anyway, so there's that. But the main thing is you can get a 3 day or a 14 day. You don't necessarily have to. But I think just $5 for just to get on an emote. It's not really that bad. Trick or treat's really straightforward. You'll run this and you'll get like a candy. And the idea is to just basically get the bucket over the candy. You want to avoid the bugs that are coming down at you. For top up, If you get the Phantom Envoy, you'll get the flying cat with a room, which is kind of cool. Not gonna lie, But once again, the cat's eyeballs. But that said, other than basically doing the Halloween tune to get the extra resources and such, you can get a disguise wand, which you can then use to basically change other people's. So, like for example, like if you're a bird and you're like, ah, yes, I want to change this person, you can do this, and kaboom! Now they turn into a Halloween jack o' lantern, like so. So, in any case, that is pretty much it for the Halloween event. But this is what I was telling you guys I was saving for, and now you know why. And hopefully that was somewhat helpful for you guys. Now you got a pretty good picture of what to do, and I'll see you guys next time.